Hi everyone, I'm Apollonia Ponti, your dating and relationship coach, founder of ApolloniaPonti.com, and welcome to today's video. I'm so happy you're here, and in today's video, we're going to talk about when a woman says it's bad timing or she just is not ready for you and she needs to find herself. But before we get started, don't forget to take the time to subscribe to this amazing YouTube channel full of dating and relationship advice for you men to attract that woman that you desire and master your attraction skills and confidence as well. Now, a lot of times when this happens, men get frustrated. I know if you're watching right now, you're at the point where you're like, well, how can I help her find herself? Or I'm such a good catch. Why can't she see this? Or what simply happens as well is you get frustrated in the process of what did I do wrong, right? So did I do something as far as attraction? Did I kill attraction? Was I too needy with her? Was I too attached to her? Was I giving her too much attention? Was I coming off too heavily? Whatever the case may be. But also, I encourage you to watch a video that I talked about. What you have to understand is that women will use the excuse typically because of the fact that they just probably don't handle confrontation well and they really don't want anything to possibly do with you. But here's the thing. A lot of women too do say this because they do need to find themselves and they just don't know where they are in their lives, and that's okay. And this happens, but typically a man is always, as because of behavioral traits that men inherit, they think that, you know, they have to save a woman or they have everything that she needs and she's going to be okay if she's just with me. Like, I'm going to help her. Why can't she see this? Because I want this. And this is what goes through your mind, right? So I want to talk about this because there's so many comments saying for the past couple of months asking me to do a video like this about how can I attract her back. Like, she just said she's not ready for a relationship. She says she's emotionally unavailable right now. She says that she's not ready. She needs to find herself because she probably just had a breakup or whatever the case may be, right? And you're thinking, well, it's been 2 years for your breakup. Well, that doesn't matter because it depends on the reason for a breakup. Maybe there was abuse. Maybe there was a divorce, kids. There's so much when it comes to these relationships that really harp on us. And what a lot of people tend to forget is that you have to be okay with being alone. And if you're not okay with being alone first, then you're just going to cultivate toxicity in your relationship. That doesn't mean that you're going to have a toxic relationship, but you're going to carry in toxic behaviors if you don't feel good alone and heal the wounds alone. And a lot of men think that, you know, there's this magic potion or this magic thing that they can do to get the woman to like them and attract them all of a sudden and be attracted to them. Yeah, you can do something to get them attracted to you, but it's not going to be to the point where it's going to stick to be in a relationship and she's going to want to be with you. Because typically when this happens, and I know it because I work with you guys all the time, you'll attract her and she gets to the point where you get feelings, she gets feelings for you, or you get feelings for her, vice versa, whatever. And then all of a sudden she backs away and she's like, I can't do this right now because I'm not happy with me, or I need to find myself. I'm not ready yet. And this is because of the fact that she hasn't had the time to date herself. And there's so much a woman can find out about herself, about the single process of being single, being alone, especially when she's come out of a really bad relationship or is emotionally unavailable because of trauma that has happened to her in the past. So the tip for you men when you're dating a woman like this is, one, is not to think that you can save this woman. Because when you think that you can save this woman, then you are going to end up pushing her away. Because of the fact that this is going to come off, of course, that you have good intentions, but this is going to come off that you're needy, you're insecure, you're attached to her, and it can sometimes come off as aggressive, and it's going to end up pushing her away. Because there's a lot of times where there's negative influences that have happened to her in the past that you can subconsciously or consciously impact in her. You know, like I'm going to give you an example. One of my clients I was working with, this was happening with him, and he had said something to the girl that he was dating, but the way that he said it reminded her of why she wasn't dating anymore and why she had to work on herself, is because the way he said it was something similar that her husband would say in the past or her ex-boyfriend would say in the past, and that pushed her away even further. So that's why it's so critical, men. Like, when a woman says that she needs space, tip 2, or she needs time to figure out herself and she's not ready for you yet, then tip 2 is that you need to back away 100% and let this woman figure it out. 1, this helps boost attraction, but 2, you're not here to save a woman and convince her that you're her knight in shining armor. Yeah, you want to be the person that is respectful and there for her and committed to her and wants to show up for her and wants to produce a productive life and a beautiful life with her. But at the same time, if there's trauma that she's openly telling you about, this works out better for you because of the fact that she will end up possibly hurting you or hurting herself in the future. So there's nothing that you can do to attract a woman that is not ready for something because of the fact that she gave you an excuse that it was bad timing or that she just wasn't ready. Well, probably it's not an excuse. It is just bad timing. And a lot of men focus on getting that push, but when you just don't push anymore, you got to pull back. That's the ultimate success in finding either someone in the future, someone else, or cultivating something with her in the future. Because what will happen is she will see that you're acknowledging the fact that you are giving her the time to spend alone and to figure things out. And maybe she's just using this as an excuse that it isn't the right time, or the fact that she's just emotionally not ready, or she's just not ready for commitment right now. At the end of the day, you're doing yourself a favor by 1, pushing back, and number 2, just letting things be for her to figure it out. And the reason why is if you push back, you're not going to, yeah, it hurts, it's hard, but at the same time, you're not going to come off overbearing. And number 2 is you're going to get your answers no matter what. You can't force a woman to fall in love with you. You can't force a woman to like you. But what you can do is force yourself to focus on you. Because the more that you come within and you're like, okay, I got to release attachments of this woman, then the better it will be for you. I actually made a product about if this speaks to you about releasing attachment, neediness, and overcoming insecurities, which you can find on my product page on my website. And I'll put it up here on the description bar above. But like I said, end of story. There's nothing that you can do if a woman is just telling you openly that she's not ready. And typically, women will tell you the truth that they're really just not ready for a relationship, but also too, this tells you as well that she may not be into you. So look at those signs too of how she's responding to you, how she's reciprocating. What are the ways that she's talking to you? And I have a video about that, and I'll put that up there in the description link as well and on one of the cards. But that is something that I encourage you to look at. So the videos that I'm going to give you at the end screens are the videos that I want you to watch if this is something that speaks to you. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, I enjoy hearing from you. Please comment below. Let me know if this is something that you're going through, and also help out the other men that are below that are going through this, or that you have gone through this, and give them some tips. And let's be kind here. And as always, I'll see you again in the next video. And remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.